talking with the Baker Bullet. How many times have you heard that in your life?
Not a ton, actually. So,
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
That's interesting, though. I like it.
Shann Schillinger joining us, the latest inductee of the Montana Football Hall of Fame. When I say that and that you hear that in your ears, what's that mean?
Extremely honored, humbled to be recognized. I've grown up in the state and was raised in the state and born, and to go to school, high school and college here, to be put in the state's Hall of Fame means a lot to me. And I know I wouldn't be here if I wasn't surrounded by a lot of good teammates and coaches and support staff along the way to get this point. But extremely honored that the community recognized me for my accomplishments.
When you were growing up playing at Baker, did you have any thoughts like, hey, I can play at the next level, or did that come in college?
I never, not really, until after about my junior year, you started to hear a little bit of rumblings that, there's some interest. But it's crazy. I always say this, to me, it was a bigger jump going from high school to college than from college to the NFL. And maybe just the amount of football you knew at that time. But no, I never really thought of it until I was later in my junior year, and I knew I'd have to have a good senior year to get an opportunity, and thankfully I did.
Eastern Montana is not necessarily Grizz country, but you ended up over there.
Right.
Was there any thoughts of going to Bozeman?
Not really. No, my father played at Montana in the late 60s, early 70s, and so I grew up a Grizz fan and had some family connections with Coach Hauk, and so he recruited me, and it was a great fit, and it's kind of the rest is history.
Obviously, you were a big part of the Grizz against the Cats. What was your favorite Cat Grizz moment? And you can't say Grizz Cat game. Those are memorable games. It's a great rivalry. I've had a lot of friends that have played. Well, one of Dane being on the other side of it, and being honored to go into the hall with him. But I think my junior year, we wore the throwback jerseys in 2008 and won 35-3, and put a pretty good performance together. And after that game, I felt like we were peaking. We were kind of getting hot at the right time, going into the playoffs, and we did. We ended up going to play for the national championship, but that game kind of, bolted us into the playoffs, feeling pretty good about ourselves. Talking with Shann Schillinger, 2022 member of the Montana Football Hall of Fame. You played in that rivalry, the Cat Grizz game.
Yep.
And was there a NFL, when you get to there, was there a rivalry in your eyes that even was close?
No, not really. Didn't have the meaning. I think being two schools in one state, is special. And I've been a part of other rivalries as far as, just briefly, that are different states that are rivals. That doesn't have the same meaning either. I think it's something about two schools in one state that's really special. And the NFL rivalries are, there's special rivalries for the fans and stuff, but from the players' standpoint, there's so much movement on the rosters, you don't quite know, all the guys. It's just different. So, but when I was with the Falcons, they were heavy rivals with the Saints, and that was a bitter rivalry, but it was just didn't quite have the meaning that this one does for me.
Your NFL career obviously was really good, but when you look back at what moment stands out to you?
I don't know if in one particular moment or not. I was really lucky to be a part of a lot of good teams. We won the division. I was there 4 years. We won the division 2 times, and we were the number 1 seed 2 times, and made the wild card the other time. And every year we made the playoffs, we ended up losing to the team that went to the Super Bowl or won the Super Bowl. So I played with a lot of really good players at that time. Matt Ryan and Roddy White and Julio Jones and Tony Gonzalez. Those are some really good players that those are good memories that I have, and to be a part of that was special.
What do you tell your kids? This is what I did. You have this opportunity.
Yeah, I think I got 3 daughters, so they're my oldest likes the football part of it, and learning about it in sports. My middle one's more into princesses, and my littlest one is terrorizing everywhere, going around. But basically, just I've kind of told them, if you work hard and you take coaching, I think that's the biggest thing, is when people try to coach you, take it. And that was some advice from actually one of my special teams coordinators I played for in Atlanta, and he said, the day I quit coaching you is the day you need to worry, because when I'm coaching you, I see something in you. And I've tried to tell my daughters that if people are willing to coach you and they might be hard on you, they see something in you, and you take the coaching and run with it.
Last question for you, but you mentioned coaching. You got into the coaching business. Is it rewarding for you to give back, like you were given so many great coaching opportunities from, or lessons from your great coaches?
Jason, that's why I got into it, I'll be honest with you. And one, I didn't know what else I was going to do. So I grew up around it, but it was kind of my way of giving back. I had so many good coaches that mentored me along the way, and I grew up, it was part of my family, coaches, and but yeah, to give back and to try to make an impact on young kids' life.
Well, you're doing a great job. Shann Schillinger, 2022 Montana Football Hall of Fame inductee. Thanks for joining us, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.